lesson, we will be dealing with another types of fallacies. Again, when we say fallacies, these are errors in argumentation. So our first fallacy is fallacy of equivocation. It means using the term in an argument in different places, but the word has different meanings. Example, people entered the church to pray. The dog entered the church. Ergo, the dog prays. So as you can see here, we've used same term in an argument, and the way they use here is wrong. That makes the statement a fallacy. Not because the dog entered the church, it already means that it is praying. Another example, a writer lives on his pen. The pig lives in a pen. Therefore, a pig is a writer. So as you can see here, we use the same term, but the word pen has different meaning based on its use in the sentence. Next is fallacy of composition. It consists in taking jointly what should be taken separately, assuming that what is true of the part is true to the whole. So here's the logic form for this fallacy. All parts or members of X have the property P. Thus, X itself has the property P. Example, 4 and 5 are less than 6, but 4 and 5 are 9. Ergo, 9 is less than 6. So as you can see here, it treats the parts of the whole as one unit instead of taking these parts as interdependently separate from the whole. So we all know that 9 is never less than 6. Another example, rapists and murderers are criminals, but Pedro is just a rapist. Therefore, he is not a criminal. Here, the speaker combined rapists and murderers as one, which should be taken separately. Another example, because all of the components of this car are light and easy to carry, then the car itself must also be light and easy to carry. So that is a fallacy of composition. Next is fallacy of division. One part is isolated from the whole instead of taking it together with the whole entity itself, assuming that what is true of the whole is true for the parts. Example, her entire family is a family of beauty queens. I'm sure she will be a beauty queen too. Now what makes it a fallacy? Not because the entire family is a family of beauty queens, there's no assurance that this person will be a beauty queen too. Because perhaps this person would do pageant but rather focus in other or different fields. Another example, the audience fill the auditorium. My friend is in the audience. Therefore, my friend filled the auditorium. So that is a fallacy of division. So assuming what is true of the whole is true for the parts. Next is fallacy of absolute statement. It is a fallacy in which one argues from a statement which is generally true or absolute statement to a specific case. Example, children should obey their parents. Therefore, Annie, who is being molested by her father, should obey her father. In this one, the statement children should obey their parents is generally true. However, it doesn't apply to the next statement, which is Annie, who is being molested by her father, should obey her father. Because if you are already molested by your father, why must you obey her, right? So that is a fallacy of absolute statement. Next is fallacy of false cause. It is a fallacy that assigns a wrong cause to a certain effect. So superstitious beliefs are common examples of this fallacy. Example, my classmate failed in the exam because she did not make the sign of the cross before taking the test. So as you can see here, the cause why his classmates failed in the exam is not because of the superstitious belief that he didn't do the sign of the cross before taking the exam. The reason may be because he didn't study his lessons well, or any other reasons. Another example, he met an accident because a black cat crossed on his way to the school. So as you can see here, it also relies on the superstitious belief that when a black cat crosses your way, you'll get into an accident or any other bad happenings, which is wrong. Next is fallacy of multiple questions. So this is a fallacy of putting many issues to be resolved in just one set of questions being asked. Example, did you cheat and pass an exam? Another example, can you sing and dance and recite a poem? So as you can see, instead of asking the questions one by one, the person is asked multiple questions. So that is a fallacy of multiple questions. So that's all for today. I hope you've learned something.